Hi guys, welcome to my channel PKR Vibes Career and Growth. And today we will discuss about PPMAX denial. PPMAX means primary paid more than secondary allowed amount. So we will discuss this denial now. Before we go into denial, we have to understand that there is a pre-call analysis and on-call analysis and also hand action for this denial. So before that, we have to understand that we will get this denial from the secondary insurance whenever the primary insurance is paid and they applied the co-insurance. If that co-insurance is forwarded to the secondary insurance, then secondary insurance will give this denial as a PPMAX. Generally we will get this denial from the state Medicaid. So we have to understand that this denial is a secondary insurance denial. So first we have to go to the pre-call analysis. For example, we consider that both EOBs are we found nothing but primary insurance EOB explanation of benefits and secondary denied EOB. So primary paid EOB we have, and secondary denial EOB also we have. Nothing but denial as posted and also paid amount already posted. So we assume that both EOBs are found, and look at, as a pre-call analysis you should have to look at your primary insurance paid amount, how much it is, and also what is the secondary insurance allowed amount. So because you should have to validate primary insurance paid amount with the secondary insurance allowed amount. If you know how to validate these amounts, you can close this claim easily. Without calling to payer also you can close this claim. So validation is very important on OU23 denial. So for example, here I given primary paid amount. For example, you consider in this video primary insurance is a Medicare, traditional Medicare or federal Medicare, and the secondary insurance is a state Medicaid. So example I given is a Medicaid Texas state as a secondary payer. For example, primary paid amount P.PA, here I given as a P means primary payer and PA means paid amount, and I given here S.AA. S stands for secondary payer, AA stand for allowed amount. So here first example I given primary paid amount, for example Medicare $80 they paid, and secondary allowed amount is, secondary insurance means Medicaid Texas allowed $70, and the paid secondary insurance paid $0, but secondary insurance is allowed $70. That's what we call as a denial. Paid is 0 and they allowed $70, and the primary paid is $80. So here our denial is primary paid more than secondary allowed. So we have to validate here. Primary paid amount is $80, secondary allowed amount is $70. It is a true, right? Primary paid more than secondary allowed amount. $80 is more than $70, right? So it is a true denial. If the denial is true, so whatever the denial we getting from the insurance Medicaid Texas from the secondary is a true statement. Nothing but whatever primary paid is more than whatever we allowed. So we won't give any payment because they already paid more what than we allowed. So that is what we given denial to you. So as a pre-call analysis you have to validate this. If it is a true, you have to adjust the claim as a PPMAX denial. So PPMAX adjustment means already primary paid more than whatever secondary allowed amount of the payer. So we are going for adjust the balance as a PPMAX. That is the first case. And the secondary case I given primary paid is $80 and the secondary allowed is a $90. Medicare, traditional Medicare primary paid $80 and state Medicaid Texas allowed as a $90. So primary paid is less than secondary allowed amount. So but we got the denial as a PPMAX, primary paid more than secondary allowed amount. So incorrect denial, because secondary allowed is only the more than primary paid. So primary paid is less than the secondary allowed amount. So by seeing, by validating the amounts, you can understand that this is an incorrect denial, so that you have to call to the insurance. So in pre-call analysis you can understand that this is an incorrect denial, then you should have to call to the insurance and you have to probe the same thing, because primary paid is only $80, you allowed $90 and we got incorrectly denial as a OA 23. Could you please reprocess the claim? So you should have to give the sentence like this: could you please reprocess the claim, because these are the amounts what we got, so could you please reprocess the claim? They will reprocess the claim definitely if the denial is incorrect. So on pre-call analysis you should have to understand this kind of information. Guys, if you are watching my video first time, could you please subscribe my channel PKR Vibes Career and Growth, and also hit the bell icon so that you will get every my video as a notifications to your mobile. And so coming to the on-call analysis, for example, if denial EOBs and also primary paid EOBs are available with you, then you have to call on a denial claim status. We have a claim number, so it is a denied for OA 23. If you don't have a secondary EOB with you, then you have to call to the claims insurance as a claim status, because we don't have the EOB, right? You have to get the claim status. For example, in this case we have a denial, the denial is posted in a EOB, so that's what you are calling for denial claim status. And ask and also verify what is secondary allowed amount, and also the secondary allowed amount. For example, here in this case secondary allowed is a $90, primary paid is a $80. So for example, in that way you should have to calling to the insurance to reprocess the claim, right, if it is incorrect denial. So if primary paid amount is less than the secondary allowed amount, so it is an incorrect denial. You have to probe the same thing to the insurance representative over the phone call, and you should have to reprocess the claim over the phone call itself. That is your AR caller job on call scenario. So on call scenario means if denial is incorrect, you should have to probe the same information and you should have to reprocess the claim. That is on call scenario. If you don't have EOB also, you should have to call for claim status. If they say that allowed and this much and primary, you should have to on call analysis, you should have to validate with the primary paid amount, whatever they provided secondary allowed amount, you should have to validate that secondary allowed amount with the primary paid amount, and you should have to work accordingly on a call. That is called on call scenario are given. So on call scenario are given note point: if primary paid more than secondary allowed amount, so on call analysis you can understand that information. If it is a true denial, you can go for close the call with the call reference, and so that you can make adjustment on your claim as a PPMAX. And note point: if a primary paid is less than secondary allowed amount, then it is called as a incorrect denial. So you have to reprocess the claim over the phone call itself. That is your air caller job on a call. And I give an end action. So your end action is first thing, you have to adjust the claim if it is a true denial, and second end action on this claim is you have to reprocess the claim if it is a incorrect denial. Simple thing, guys. If you are getting this denial from the Medicare and Medicaid, it is okay. If you are getting this denial from the commercial insurances, for example, there are a primary, secondary and a tertiary, and for example, primary is some other insurance, they paid and applied co-insurance. Secondary, they denied as a PPMAX. If you found a tertiary insurance, you can bill this claim to tertiary, but maximum cases this kind of denial received from the state Medicaid as a last payer. In that case, you can go for adjustment. So guys, I given one question, small question here. If Medicare paid $180, applied $20 as a co-insurance, and forwarded the claim to secondary payer Medicaid Texas, consider that OE23 denial was posted in your software by Medicaid Texas Insurance with paid amount $0.00 and allowed amount of a $181. So here the question is, what will be your next action on this claim? So again the primary paid is $180, secondary Medicaid taxes allowed amount is $181. So what will be the your next action on this claim? So guys, if you understand this question, please do comment your answer. And also if you want to add any suggestions, any feedback, and if you have any doubts in this video or any apart from this video also, you can ask your doubts in a comment so that I will help you by replying that. And thank you so much for your valuable time to spend here for this much of time, and have a good health. Bye for now.